That night, I was coming home late. It was already past midnight when I left work, tired and frustrated. My footsteps echoed through the empty streets, and I felt like the only person in this silent, desolate town. Ahead, in the darkness, loomed the old iron bridge I needed to cross to get home. I had always disliked this bridge. Its rusty structures and creaky beams filled me with an inexplicable sense of dread. But that night, the bridge seemed even more sinister than usual. As I approached closer, I heard strange sounds like someone or something moving under the bridge. Chills ran down my spine as the streetlights along the bridge flickered, as if losing their power and light. I took a deep breath and decided to walk quickly without looking back. After a few steps, I heard rustling noises. It was as if someone was following me, hiding in the shadows. I tried not to think about it, but my thoughts kept returning to those sounds. Each of my steps was accompanied by an echo that seemed not to be mine. Someone or something was walking in sync with me. Unable to bear it, I turned around. Nothing. Only dark shadows and the flickering of the lights. I tried to calm myself, mentally explaining that it was just a play of light and shadow, but the anxiety wouldn't leave. I quickened my pace. As I crossed the middle of the bridge, I heard the rustling again. This time it sounded directly beneath my feet. Holding my breath, I looked down through the rusty grate of the bridge. In the darkness beneath the bridge, something was moving. I discerned two bright red eyes gleaming below, like two infernal stars. My blood froze in my veins. I quickly looked away, hoping it was just an illusion, a trick of my imagination. But the sounds beneath the bridge grew louder and closer. Desperately, I ran forward, trying to leave this sinister bridge as quickly as possible. But after a few steps, I felt the bridge begin to vibrate under me. It was as if something huge and heavy was climbing up from the depths of darkness. I didn't look back, but felt that this thing was approaching, its heavy breathing already at my back. When I was almost at the end of the bridge, I heard a loud scraping and felt the bridge giving way under the weight of this creature. At the last moment, I leaped forward and landed on solid ground, barely avoiding a fall. Turning around, I saw what would haunt my nightmares forever. The creature with the burning red eyes had climbed onto the bridge. Its body was shrouded in darkness, resembling something between a beast and a human, its long claws scratching the metal structures, leaving deep grooves. It seemed that this monster was made of darkness itself, come to life and embodying the essence of a nightmarish horror. Its eyes looked directly at me, radiating pure hatred and hunger. I couldn't move, paralyzed with terror. It took a step forward, and the bridge creaked under its weight. Another step and I realized it was my last moment if I didn't do something right then. Gathering all my strength, I broke into a run. Behind me, a wild roar echoed, and the bridge began to collapse under the creature's weight. I glanced back and saw the monster, unable to hold on, falling into the abyss, emitting sounds that made my blood run cold. My legs were giving way, my heart pounded in my chest, but I kept running, not looking back. I ran until I reached a safe distance from the bridge. Only then did I allow myself to stop and catch my breath. But even standing on a lit street, I didn't feel safe. The night had turned into a nightmare I couldn't forget. The creature with the red eyes from the bridge's abyss haunted my thoughts and dreams. I never crossed that bridge again and always tried to avoid it, even from a distance. But knowing that somewhere in the darkness of this world such creatures lurk gave me no peace. Years passed, but the horror of that night stayed with me forever. Now I understand that some things are better left unexplored, places better avoided. And if you ever hear strange sounds on an old bridge or see burning red eyes in the dark, run without looking back. Because dark creatures always find those who fear them.